Rodney Ho with AJC.com. I'm here with TLC's Chili and T-Boz. They are helping out with a film about their lives, in a sense. It's called Crazy Sexy Cool, the TLC story on VH1. And I know you guys have been planning this for seemingly forever, at least for a while. And how did it finally come into play here? How are you finally getting it on film?
Well, VH1 was excited about the stories that we told them and wanted to do it. And so
yeah, you were on VH1 for a reality show for a couple seasons.
Yeah, I was. So that was, I guess, the door.
Yeah.
to make all this possible. And so timing is everything. It was just perfect timing.
Like, why do you think? Is it the 20 years, in a sense, 20-year anniversary? Or
I mean, even just with VH1, period. You know, I mean, I don't know if I hadn't had the show on there, if this would be possible. So we're just, I just see it all as
I was going to say,
a blessing.
To me, because we talked about it before and it wouldn't have been the right time. Then she did a show on there, but then it's the 20th year anniversary. Everything's fallen into place.
Yeah, everything's
it's like divine
all
order.
aligned.
And people know bits and pieces of the story, I guess, from reading clips from the 90s and such, right up to Lisa Left Eye Lopez's death. But what will we see? What will we get out of this now that we'll see it in a biopic form?
Well, there's a lot of things that you'll get, like just personal things that we went through during all those times that people have no idea about. Even the things that you read about in the papers, there are reasons why those things happen, and people don't know that, but they'll find out in the movie.
And you guys, how were you able to sort of get Left Eye's contribution, in a sense, even though she's not here anymore, to make sure that Lil Mama, who's playing her, is going to convey her in a accurate and fair manner for her?
Well, basically, we're the only two who could tell you about
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yep.
I mean, and we've said this a lot because, when this movie first came about and VH1 put it in the press, like, I know some family members and people were like, well, we were a part of that. It's not about your perception of the group. It's our perception, and only Chili and T-Boz can tell you about Lisa. We were with her so much.
Right.
So much. Even sometimes we were together
more than we
were with our families.
So
20 years, so it had to come from us. We can tell you her mannerisms, because it's not like a solo movie, it's a group movie. So it's not about us when we're little and what our family thought. It's about TLC's perspective and what we went through together as girls growing up in this business to now.
Was it hard to put a script together and make it work for a 2-hour movie?
It was. It really was.
Because it's so much information.
To me, it should be like a Monday through Friday, Michael Jackson, like the Jacksons movie.
A miniseries, 10-hour miniseries.
Like a series, because honestly, there's so many stories that we had to condense them, because you're talking about 3 girls, not just one.
Right.
And their own little sections and stories, and like chop it up and put it into a 2-hour movie one time. And we're talking 20 years of stuff.
So per girl. Be a part 2 one of these
and
days.
3 and 4.
So you had to trim out a lot of stuff that you guys probably wish you could have kept in. And
we trimmed out a lot.
Yeah.
We trimmed out so much. And it's kind of, it bums you out, because to us, of course, we're going to be really close to it and emotional over it. Like, they need to know this.
Yeah.
But it has to be made a movie. And that's when Hollywood comes in.
And what?
But hey, a book.
Yeah, that's right.
Now. Speaking in the
seriously, it's usually always a book.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and it's always more details in the books. You know how people read books and they actually go see the movie and they're like, wait a minute, they left out this, left out that. So we're doing the reverse.
All right. And tell us a little bit. Tell us a little about the casting. How hard was it to find people who reflected you? I'm sure you guys were very much part of the casting. Right?
Yeah. We've been hands on everything, and it was really generous of VH1 to allow us to do so, but it was hard. You're talking about 3 females with chemistry. We had a lot of stipulations.
We had to make that. No, was not going to do this movie.
No, but when you are hilarious. Okay, what I was saying was, we had a lot of stipulations. We had a certain height. We were like a certain size. We could all sing and dance. This is like
a lot of criteria.
A lot of things.
They had to kind of look like you too. I mean, was that helpful?
The acting is really important.
Yeah, the acting is more important than all the other stuff.
So some we had to kind of kick back on, because honestly, like, what's the difference if you look good and you can't talk right? It's about portraying somebody, which is even harder, because you're not making up a character. You have to, and we're standing here like, this is us, so.
So Keke Palmer, how did that, why do you think she works for you, to play you?
Well, I think that, well, first of all, like you say, I mean, casting was, it was crazy. I mean, we saw a lot of people, just wasn't, talent really wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Or chemistry.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was just so much stuff, and, and she reached out and really wanted to play the part. She was a really diehard TLC fan. And so at that point, we just had to, I mean, she's a pro. So she really got into the character. I mean, we met with the girls and talked to them together individually, especially Lil Mama, because Lisa's not here, so we're her voice. So we talked to her separately, and
What's it like seeing her on set, walking around, dressed
it's
like?
very strange.
It's strange.
Because when she puts those dark contacts
Contacts.
in, and then with the bangs and stuff, it's like,
Because her eyes are hazel, and she has these big, and Lisa had beautiful deer baby eyes.
Yeah,
and
like
she has these
doe
big,
eyes.
like doe contacts on. It's like weird. She looks up, and I was like, ooh, spooky.
yeah, it's a
bit.
little spooky.
Do you think she's channeling her in some way, shape, or form? Is that what you're trying to get in a weird way, or?
I don't look at it like that because I think that would scare me to death. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking at it like, she's doing a great job as an actress.
Well, she has the essence, and all of them really have the
Yeah.
essence of the group in each character. That's enough.
Yeah, the actress playing you is relatively unknown, right, compared to the other two.
Drew Sidora, yeah.
Drews, but
You'll know her now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually played herself on the game, right, briefly?
She did.
She
I
was on the
believe
game.
so.
She was
on the game
also
with
on White Chicks.
with Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen
So
her
people will
face.
recognize it, right?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like,
I mean,
absolutely.
some of us knew. I knew who she was.
Yeah.
Because I watched the game, and my daughter's favorite movie on the planet is White Chicks. So,
Yeah.
she watches it so much. I love the movie, but my daughter loves the
Yeah,
movie.
Tron does too. It's
So,
a funny movie.
I knew who she was
And
immediately.
the lady Rochelle who's playing Pebbles is also from White Chicks, and
oh my goodness.
yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say, though, for me, I don't care who knows who, honestly, as long as you do a great job. And
So
for me,
far, what you've seen, are you happy with what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I'm
Since we're
very
about halfway
happy
through.
from what I've seen, and honestly, everybody starts from somewhere. So, for me, it's about your job and doing good at whatever you're doing. And she's been great on everything I've seen so far. So she was the best one.
out of all the
Yeah,
auditions.
all the auditions.
Wonderful. And ultimately, what do you want folks to get out of this? Obviously, besides enjoying the movie, but what do you want them to come away from when they finish the movie about your group and the legacy of TLC? Tough question. I know. It's a lot.
Yeah, but
Heavy.
one thing I would say is, when we were out was a different time than how it is now.
The music
and
business and
It's
everything.
the business, and for a girl group, especially in a male-driven world, especially that we lived in at the time, where they thought men was running things, they
Right.
just didn't know we was coming girl. But no, but honestly,
Yeah, you were before Destiny's Child.
yeah, but I like them too. But still, at the end of the day, you so crazy.
Giving you,
I know, but stop.
wacky eyes.
At the end of the day, I know what I was saying. Things were different in those times than they are today. And doors that we broke down and barriers that we had to go through to get to, yeah, for real. Like, not only going down in history
that
in
what
a
you mean?
hard time. It's all good. See why I can't focus, but I have to, I love her.
I know you do. I love you too.
Can I just get this one thing out?
Get it
I
out.
just-
And we'll give Chili one shot too on this one, and see how much you can distract her.
You said break down, kick down.
Okay,
kick.
she's
She's giving you she's giving you
Yeah.
Yeah,
visuals.
'cause,
Yes.
back in the day, I remember we received, gifts for being on VH1. I was like, why, And they were like, oh, because you're the only, basically African-American people to make it after Michael Jackson on VH1 at the time.
Right.
That's crazy. Now it's like we're doing movies on VH1, reality shows on VH1.
That's right.
We on VH1. No, but back in the
Single
day,
ladies.
it wasn't this easy. It wasn't this easy. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, not that it still is, but things are way different back then and harder to get on in the things that we've done, the records that we broke back in those days of time.
So let people appreciate how difficult it
It broke
was.
apart.
Broke apart.
Yeah.
So she's providing the
Yeah.
visual effects.
The hard work.
She doesn't need to say anything.
To get to where we are, they need to know what went into
Yeah,
that.
basically, yeah. So the struggle and the strength between the three.
That never broke up. All girl groups usually break up, switch
And
members.
even though there are
and stuff like that.
rumors.
Right, like Dream Girls,
that our
it wasn't
own-
Dream Girls.
That
No, we didn't
our
break up.
own group
Right.
member put out.
We didn't break up.
Lisa,
That's
oh
true.
my God, but no, we never
Never
ever
broke
broke
up.
up.